the meat.
Welcome back from the break. This is Mostly Superheroes. I'm your host, Logan, here with PC Mike and the Giggler. Another night in the basement, in the studio, St. Louis, Missouri, talking about superhero stuff. It's time for the meat, the chunk, the sizzle. That's why you came. That's why you're here. That's why we're here. Titans is back with season 3, the first season on HBO Max. I'm just going to say it. The show is rolling just fine. We just talked about it during the break. We're on episode 5. Giggler, you were right. You called the title. It was Lazarus. So I guess they're going to save. What was the other title we said it might be?
It's next week, it says, but it's
the name of that villain.
Lady Vic.
Lady Vic.
So maybe we'll get, sounds like we're going to be getting her soon. This one was Lazarus. Spoiler alert for the episode right now. We'll talk about how episode 4 ended, get into the story here, talk about how we felt. In the aftermath of his fight with Nightwing, anti-heroes Red Hood and Jonathan Crane reteam for the first phase of their fearsome plan. Then through a series of flashbacks, Red Hood's origins are revealed. I'm just going to call it right now, guys, and say it. We called like 80% of this episode. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Where did episode 4 leave us? We got a little backstory about Starfire. Find out where Blackfire, her sister, was. And then Nightwing, essentially, Dick Grayson, Get shot by like a 50 cal from a helicopter as he's fighting with the Red Hood, a.k.a. Jason Todd, out at some Batman little boy training camp.
Stop.
Little buff boys.
Little buff boys. It's like, I will take you if you're little and if you're buff.
You got to watch I Think You Should Leave. Clearly you have not.
Oh, I haven't. And it's still hitting. I haven't seen it, and it's still hit.
Yeah.
I like
who's your favorite? No, go ahead. Who's
Troll
your
boy.
favorite?
Troll boy.
I actually have seen that skit, I feel like. Isn't that season 1 too? Don't they do like...
No, it's 2.
I feel like I'm thinking of the one where they're like, play a video. And he's like, oh, I definitely have a video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, why does your favorite video have 1 view?
Yeah, and it was published today.
I don't know. No, but they do a similar skit in season 1 and season 2. Little Buff Boys and...
What is the other one? Baby of the Year.
Baby of the Year.
And if you don't know by now, I Think You Should Leave is the Giggler's favorite show, stated on the show. Of all time. But you, BC Mike, have been watching it, and now you guys have been hammering the group chat, and now I said...
It's spreading.
I'll watch it.
It's
Can I watch it with you?
Of course. We'll watch it whenever I come over and play Avengers, and we'll do the 2 TVs.
Oh, okay.
It's so fun. It really is funny.
Okay, we'll get to it, man. Andy's so pumped. He's like, we're finally getting it.
We're going to slop them up.
Yeah.
You know, part of what persuaded me was when we we're really on a tangent here for a second. We'll get back to it. Whenever we were in Denver for that bachelor party, and a random dude like just dropped some
Dan flashes.
Yep. Because we were all
Exactly.
wearing, I guess we're all wearing these Hawaiian, short sleeve shirts that we all wear nowadays. And this guy like immediately made up.
Yes.
I think, and I was like, a random dude on the street just did this. I was like, okay, I guess people are watching this show.
Dude, that Facebook group that I shared the photo of all of us has like 15,000 people in it, and it got like 1,000 likes.
Your post?
Yeah, the photo of us.
The photo of us?
Yeah.
And the Dan Flashes joke?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get it. I can't believe that we started with Titans, and now we spin off on I Think You Should Leave on Netflix.
Yep.
We'll talk about it. All right, back to this one. Where did episode 4 leave off? Like we said, already talked about Nightwing fighting Red Hood. Red Hood came to the training camp to basically meet back up, to our surprise, with Jonathan Crane, a.k.a. Scarecrow, but both of them get away in this big fight at the end of the episode last week. So Nightwing is left standing at square one. Everyone's gone. Barbara Gordon didn't catch anybody. And we said it last week. We're like, what the heck? Like Mike said, not a lot of detective work to figure this out. I still think we're getting like maybe another flashback of like Dick's day.
Oh, yeah.
Because we still don't even know how he like figured all this out. Yeah. But this is the episode that explains it. This is Lazarus. This is the one we're talking about. Episode 5. Spoiler alert for the episode. We usually do gut checks. How'd you feel about this one, Andy, after it ended?
Shame on them for like titling the episode this.
Yeah, wow.
That was not like, especially
spoiler.
We said spoiler.
No,
especially
for them. Like,
yeah,
I get you making a fun title,
right?
But like,
yeah,
all right,
But I guess it did.
And you're just waiting.
Think about it though. It got us talking about the episode before
True.
it was even out. So touche.
I guess that's the goal.
Yeah. And
I mean, if they knew us, we are going to talk about it anyway.
it didn't disappoint. Like the more good episodes they're going to keep pumping out, I'm just going to be in more disbelief that they are still pumping it like this. Cause I think the show's set to end around the time of the DC fandom. Can't wait for that.
October 17th, I think.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's
16th,
something that maybe
something like that.
maybe they'll give us a tease for the next season or something like that.
Yeah, season 4. Who knows?
We're already that far in advance, but like I'm loving every episode so far. This didn't disappoint, even though it didn't advance the story, but
it gave us some stuff we needed to understand.
When they
this is like the current villain, right? Well, the 2 current villains, and we needed to know what was going on a little bit.
Yeah, I thought the backstory was good. I thought it added to it. I think some backstories are kind of just, all right, we get it. But this one, like Jason Todd still has that human element, I still feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Lazarus Pit changes you, we know, from old comics and old movies.
Mm-hmm. And TV shows.
And TV
it was on
shows.
Arrow all the time.
Yeah, but he still went back to that girl's house. Like, I know we're going to talk about the story, but he still showed parts where he cares.
Yeah, right.
So he's not all the way bad.
Exactly.
And I think that's probably going to be the goal is, hey, there's a glimmer of him still there.
But he killed Hank.
That's the debate that has been in every episode of Arrow ever that had all this stuff.
Yeah.
Is what?
The Lazarus.
It's like, can you be saved? And can you
kill
come back from the darkness?
Do we kill this person because they're not coming back, or do we try to save them?
Who was it all the time?
Well, it was Thea. Thea did it. That was his sister. Sarah Lance.
Laurel Lance probably too.
Laurel Lance.
Sure. She even had an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Well, Earth 2 version.
Multiverse. So.
All right, let's talk about the story. Let's break this one open. I agree with you guys. It kept rolling. Didn't move the story too much. I mean, it's a flashback episode. We did get a lot more Bruce Wayne. We wanted to see some more Batman. We did not see Batman. We saw Bruce Wayne. And it was fine. That part was fine. We got a lot of Batcave in this one. I feel like sometimes whenever they're running into a problem, they're like, let's just get back in the cave. Because it is so fun. And we get some Easter eggs in this one. Yep. Can't talk about that. So where does this open up? It flashes back. Do you guys remember how long ago it was? It basically is leading up just like to the weeks leading up to the current events.
3 weeks? A month? 3 months. I think 3 months.
I think 3 months. And basically what's happening is Jason Todd is Robin. Everything's like business as usual, except he's having night terrors. He's having just really bad nightmares. Bruce Wayne wakes him up and is like, "You were screaming. You're just having a hard time, I feel like. You got to see a therapist." You remember this therapist name?
Dr. Leslie Tompkins.
And he says,
it's in front of me.
He says, no more Robin until you go see this therapist. I'm trying to think if that's where it opens up. But I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. It's like him and Batman. It's like him. Like he's like, okay, I can't be Robin until I see this. And then we also meet a friend of Jason Todd's. This is like what Mike was saying about the human part. He's got this good friend. Her name's escaping me too. The one friend he has in the episode, the girl. Molly. And essentially Molly's like upset because a friend of hers, like a kid, has been kidnapped. Yeah. And she has a rumor that it was the Joker. And that the Joker is basically using people to like recruit kids. And Jason's like, well, I'll try to help you out as like kind of like a Robin guy. He's like, I'm not allowed to be Robin right now in his head. He can't wear the outfit, but he basically takes Molly, goes and finds down one of these thugs that works for the Joker and tries to like eyeball him. And the guy just beats the
crap out of him.
Beats the hell out of him.
How can you be Robin and just get the crap beat out of you like that?
I thought for sure at any moment, like he's going to stand up and
he just took it.
I feel like he was just scared.
And that's why
he says like, I'm tired of being afraid. He's talking to the therapist. He finds out some stuff about Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow. Of course, the guy that developed the fear gas. If you're familiar with this character at all, they do this in Batman Begins. And basically every time the Scarecrow is around, he's got this gas that makes you terrified.
Every single video game he's ever been in. You get the gas.
Just spray you.
And then you got to walk through a weird level and like try to figure it out.
Like you're drunk.
Yeah.
Well, the therapist says it's the closest thing to being in hell when you're alive. And I was like, how would you know? Just saying. She's like, just
good little callback there.
Just
good
come
question.
on.
I didn't catch that.
And apparently this is Batman's therapist. And she's like helping out Robin. All right. She's like, all right, well, I failed with Dick. Maybe this guy will, and he finds out this stuff about Jonathan Crane and decides, well, he doesn't decide anything yet. Batman, Bruce Wayne, he picks him up in his car from therapy and he's going to therapy just like he wanted, but he takes him to where his parents were killed, to where Bruce Wayne's parents were killed. I mean, if you didn't know, that's literally where they were the moment they were like pulling up. I mean, did you guys know immediately?
Yeah.
It said theater parking.
Yeah.
They had a marquee.
And then there's
They
a
were just
marquee.
standing under it.
They're standing under it, and it's like studio back, theater back door. And he's like,
what movie was it? I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't see what movie it was.
I didn't see it movie. That's good call, Andy. I wish I would have. It's probably an Easter egg.
Oh, Zorro.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. And they have a whole talk. Basically, Batman says, like, I'm tired of losing kids. I'm tired of losing people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to be Robin anymore. He's like, but just like I told you earlier when we were in the Batcave, you're my son. Son.
Boy.
Instead of boy, he's like, son. And Robin's like, Jason Todd's like, son? And Batman goes, yeah. I'll be your dad.
But then he has like a teenage moment. He's like, you give Dick everything.
Yeah,
Dick can do anything he wants.
But, I mean, I'm also like, this is like the worst thing you could do to this kid right now. Because, I mean, what a lot of people don't remember is like he basically got shunned from the Titans in California.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he came back to Gotham. He's working through this fear stuff. He goes to therapy and Batman like fires him as Robin essentially, but says like, I want you to still be my son. Come to London with me. I'm going to London on a plane. You go with me. And one big part that like kind of led to this moment too was Jason Todd exploring the Batcave. And this is where we get a lot of Easter eggs of past Batman villains.
I loved it.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple I didn't know, actually. So I saw Catwoman. You can see her whip, her like eye stuff. You also see like the Joker's playing cards. There was a knife, like a weird knife with like writing on it. I was like, what is that?
Probably Ra's al Ghul.
I was thinking, Ra's al Ghul, yeah, good call. And he's in there for the fear serum, the fear gas.
There also was that little, not the mannequin guy, but the ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, yeah.
Toyman?
I remember that from the
Batman
cartoon.
animated series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Hatter. See the Mad Hatter? Or is that a different one? There also
There's a playing card.
There's some,
I don't
there's
know
a
if
lot
that
of,
was the Joker.
There's the penguin umbrella I can see in this picture.
Okay. And it's like a little vault where he's like looking at stuff. I don't know if there's any others. I think that was basically it. But he's there for the gas. He gets it. He takes it to Jonathan Crane in the prison. This is exactly everything that we like kind of called. We thought was happening. Okay, because Dick told us it happened. Jonathan Crane says like, okay, I'll help you make a gas that makes you not afraid of anything. And he does. And you know what the trade is? Tell me everything about Batman.
Because Batman put him there.
Well, yeah. And like that is, I was thinking about that. That is the ultimate, like if you can turn a Robin or anybody on the inside to tell you all the Batman like that, you take away all his power. And I was like, he's just giving this up pretty quickly. First of all, this is before he even has the gas. He's like, okay, I'll give it to you. And what's he do? He takes this gas, he makes it in that lab that Dick Grayson found. And it works. It makes him not fearful. And this leads right up until the Joker kills him. And it goes down just like it does in that first episode. He gets beat with a crowbar. He dies. He really does die. I think there was like some question of like, did he die? And what does Jonathan Crane do? He has a mortician guy like sneak away the body within Arkham Asylum. Within Arkham Asylum, I'll say again.
Underneath it, yeah.
Just underneath it, where the only place where anybody can get any privacy. And the Lazarus pit is just there.
There it is.
And he even
Left that
explained,
there.
he even's like the old supervillain thing, like, haha, I'll tell you my exact plan. He's like, but Batman didn't know about this one or something like that.
Yeah, even Batman didn't know about this last pit from Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah,
that was
little
left in
gift, little gift from Ra's.
So it's like it was made, or like someone told him about it. And what happens? Put the body in. Here he comes.
Mm-hmm.
He's back. Is he good? Is he bad? We don't really know. He wakes up. First thing he says is Bruce. He says, "Where am I?" And what does Jonathan Crane do right away? First, he puts on a record, has a little dance, and does he smokes a little pot, and he just really he's really dancing now. And the whole time, Jason Todd, like he hits the gas and he's like, also now high, but like anti-fear gas high.
Fear boner.
And he's just watching Scarecrow dance really hard, like really dancing now.
So weird. But I was like,
long time.
but I was like, well,
he's a maniac.
yeah, like he's also a genius, kind of.
He is. He's a genius. And what's he do? He sets him up. He gives Red Hood his helmet. He gives him the new gear. He basically says, we have a plan. We're going to make this city pay. And you don't care because you're basically Lazarus Pit version of yourself now. Also, here's this gas that'll make you really not care about anything. And we're going to go take everybody on. He goes out as Red Hood, finds that first guy that beat him up in the alley, puts a bullet in his head and says, I'll tell everybody myself that I did this.
Yeah, he's like, go tell all your friends. He's like, boom, I'll tell them.
Just murders him because at first he's chasing him going like, where's Diego? Where's Diego? Like the kid, right? The human side of him. He's like, where's the kid? And he catches him. He's like, what do you want? And I was like, okay, now he'll ask him for the kid. And he just pops him.
Yep.
But then
back and forth.
He takes the kid to Molly's house and says like, the worst is yet to come or something like that.
Yeah.
This is far from over.
But gives her a warning.
He does, gives her a warning. And that was the episode. That's credits. Trying to think. There was a couple big things. Batman, there was a line from Bruce Wayne that really got me a little bit. Got the juices flowing where he talks about Gotham City and he's like, I swear this city, sometimes I feel like it has a will and that it wants you to destroy yourself. He's like, I can feel it, I swear. I was like, oh man. Because Gotham
That's
City,
pretty cool.
It's the bad of the bad.
Mhm.
But that was the
Deep.
episode. It was a flashback, kind of catches you right up to the current state of where we are. Red Hood is with Jonathan Crane. They're going to be doing something the next phase of their plan. What do you guys think? Anything we're missing? What are some other big plot points, Easter eggs, things you like, things you didn't like? PC Mike, go ahead.
Easter eggs got me curious of what all was in the Batcave, Easter egg wise. Screen Rant has an awesome article. So the T-Rex hologram is actually from a 1946 comic, Dinosaur Island. Batman and Robin visit a theme park style attraction where people can pay to hunt giant robotic dinosaurs, and a criminal turns all the dinosaurs against them. The Penny hologram, Two-Face is Silver Dollar, but it's actually a different villain.
Yes.
Penny Plunder from 1947.
Because
it's
there
a penny. It's not a
it wasn't
$50.
It wasn't a $50?
Nope.
Okay.
Penny.
Okay. Okay.
Joker's playing cards, we said. Harley's hammer.
I saw
Yeah.
a tweet about that. Yeah.
Penguin's umbrella. Mad Hatter's hat. Scarface puppet
Okay.
is in there.
That's-
Blackgate prison ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Two-Face's Silver Dollar is also in there.
And what we learn about Two-Face, he killed Jason Todd's parents. Or, I'm sorry, dad. He killed his dad.
Everybody's in there.
Ra's al Ghul's sword, you called that one.
Yeah, and you called that.
Catwoman's goggles, whip and bike. Scarecrow's mask and toxin.
Man, so much stuff.
Joe Chill's gun.
Joe Chill. You guys know
killed-
who that is?
Who killed Batman's parents?
That's Joe Chill.
That's who
Okay.
technically killed Batman's parents. Robin's armor is in there as well.
What else did we learn? We also learned, thanks for those, Mike, and thanks to Screen Rant for the help with that, because we didn't even come close to getting all of them.
No.
Bruce Wayne also, hold on. I'm losing it. Bruce Wayne, he talked about, I almost had it. Okay. So they've been leading us to believe that, like, Bruce is this big liar, and, did Jason's body, right? So did they dig up Jason's body in this episode when they brought him back?
Yeah, no idea.
Because it didn't look like it. It looked like they zipped it up in a body bag and then threw it right into the Lazarus pit. So we're like, what did Bruce lie about that? Bruce also was like trying to, hire new kids because Dick got mad at him. He's like, you already got kids in your system? You're already trying to recruit a new one after Jason's dead? Was he? Because he didn't want to do that anymore. He told Jason not to be Robin anymore.
So kids are being missing, right?
Kids are missing.
Is Batman the real villain in this?
Stop.
Not the Joker taking kids, but it's actually Bruce Wayne taking kids?
But he told Jason to not.
I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box.
You think it was because he was like he was onto him or something?
I don't know.
I mean, this is crazy. I mean, we're talking about Batman.
Or do you think Batman lied to everybody because he knew that Jason never made it back, so because he already has the intel, or he's playing a different side?
I mean, I think there's definitely, we don't know. We learned so much more in this one about how he feels about Jason and how he doesn't want to be Robin. And I don't know. There's a lot more to be told about this. But yeah, a lot more exposition about like how this Red Hood came to be. Andy, anything else from your end that you're thinking? Any big parts that you thought? Anything? I mean, after rehashing it, how do you feel about the episode? Just like a steady recap story.
I gotta look up the actor's name. What's Red Hood's actor's name? Because he's
Jason Todd.
I just want to say
call.
that he's done a great job the past few episodes. Like,
yes,
Yeah. Curran Walters is his name.
a lot of pressure. Like, probably stepping in and taking a new character that really hasn't been on screen before.
Yeah, just a totally different take, and I feel like that's what they did. Like coming out of season 2 was like, what are we gonna do with these? Like this Robin, we have Nightwing now. Jason, like again, got kind of shunned at season 2, so this is gonna be the journey. I think the real question will be like, is it gonna be Jason Todd and Scarecrow as the two main villains going forward? Like, there's got to be more at play here. This is only episode 5 out of what 15? You said?
I don't remember what it said.
There's 12 or 13. I think
12 or 13.
I mean, in the teens. I mean, we're only 5 way through.
Teen Titans.
Sniffles over there.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's because of the kitty cat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, the Zyrtec didn't do it.
I'll double dose next time.
No, I asked you if you wanted to.
No, I mean like in advance. Like it's probably
because
was too late.
It takes
Too late.
time. I'm so sorry.
It's
Andy,
okay.
you can tell when Andy's been here too long, he'll get the sniffles, and this is what we get for having dinner tonight too.
It's okay. It was worth it.
Was it?
Yeah.
The meat sandwiches
Yes.
during the meat. Here we go. All right, we'll wrap it up so we get Andy out here before he has an allergy attack.
I'll be fine. Don't worry, buddy.
All right, man. That's it. Season 3, episode 5. We'll talk about 6 next week. Did you say you got that title, Mike? Confirmed?
Yeah. I mean, it says it. It said Lady Vic. I guess Wikipedia's just keep pushing out Lady Vic. It's going to happen.
Yep.
So we'll get more story about Nightwing, Dick Grayson, and we'll take it from here, one episode at a time. I think this show's on a good pace. Like we said, this wasn't a bad episode. It's not like you're coming out like it's a season finale every time. But this is episode 5. I'm okay with it. I'm feeling pretty good, pretty strong. Would you guys agree?
Yes, very.
Hundo P.
You guys are having fun with it. I mean, you guys are by far the bigger Batman fans than me. So I look at you guys kind of like, are you enjoying this show? Because, I mean, they're spending a lot of time we're in Gotham City and in the Batcave.
I know, but it's not a cool Batman to me.
I know. I just keep looking at him like he's the guy from Game of Thrones.
I will say that his scenes in this latest episode made me feel better about the trajectory.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't know. We made jokes about like how he's like whatever treating these boys or whatever. I don't know how to say that in
young boys
in a PC way.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound super weird, but like, I mean, still, like I actually like felt like I felt for him this time. Like,
yeah,
he wants
like there's a little bit more.
Yeah, like he doesn't have he when you think back, like
he's helping people
all of those
that didn't have the
all of those like artifacts that were in the Batcave, like there's no way that he could have had like a wife during all those times, therefore couldn't have a kid. So it's like this is his way of like connecting with another human, I guess.
And what's he do with when I remember in episode 1, I think, whenever Dick comes home and all that happens, he tells him, he's like, will you be Robin again? I need you to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think you're onto something. It's like this source of good that keeps him like on a line because he's just getting too dark.
Yeah.
And all I'm gonna say is, you got to put him in a suit.
You think? I don't think we're gonna see it.
Why would we not see it? I mean, if not, like, what are we doing? Like, I mean, you cannot have. I mean, I've seen some headlines about like this is a Batman show with not enough Batman in it. Well, it's Titans, but still,
I also don't want him to rush it like they did Gotham's last season. Like, all right, last 2 episodes, let's throw him in there and just have him in the shadows.
That's what I mean. That didn't have meaning to me because it was so rushed.
Yes, I mean that should have been like another 10. Talking about Gotham, that should have been like 10 more seasons.
Yeah,
I'd be watching them all.
Hell yeah, we would.
But it got in that Arrow Flash type of thing where it was just like, really, we're doing this again? Oh,
let's wrap it up.
Cobblepot's out again, and he's the mayor now.
Yep.
It's just
Over
network TV. There's just too many episodes, and it just drags it out.
And that's why I'm hoping HBO bring this home, keep it going. We like the pace, 5 in. We'll keep talking about it. And that's Titans, episode 5, season 3, episode 5, Lazarus. You can find this in our DCU library. That's mostlysuperheroes.com/DCU. These connections, other reviews. We have the Suicide Squad in there, some older stuff like Superman, Batman Returns, and we're going to keep adding to it. Just go to mostlysuperheroes.com/DCU and watch your favorite review today. And with that, let's talk about what's coming up. Lots of superhero stuff every week. I mean, this is mostly superheroes. That's why we still do What You Watching, so we can make sure that we're talking about all the other stuff, because we are not just watching superhero content. We're watching other movies, other TV shows. We're going to try to keep mixing it up, but at this point, it seems like most of the TV shows and movies are superhero stuff.
Mhm.
So
It's fun to mix it up every once in a while.
it is. And bring in something like Vacation Friends.
Or, yeah, anything with John Cena, including wrestling.
Peacemaker. Oh, man. James Gunn's been really talking about this show on
Yeah,
Twitter.
that Instagram post with the piece.
Yeah.
Yes. With the little like him in the car. It seems he has a
like,
car.
Give peace a chance or something like that was the tagline.
Oh, I can't
I
wait
don't
for
know if that
show.
was it, but
Well, that's
that'd be a good
Peacemaker.
one.
That's another HBO one coming to HBO. Peacemaker will be in January. 8 episodes, I think, all written and directed by James Gunn.
Yep.
You know we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about this one, Titans. We'll keep it going. And MCU Town. So what if we're doing the weekly watches of What If? We got 4 down, 5 to go. We'll keep those going. And then tomorrow night, me, Carrie, the Giggler, Steph, also confirmed today, Scotty.
Is he coming?
Yeah, and his family, they're going to be there. I think they got seats right behind us.
Cool.
As long as the kids aren't loud, Scott. I hope you're listening right now. Well, this will be after.
Yeah, I know.
This will be after. So,
We'll have to text him.
Yeah, I'll text him after the movie. Like,
could
hey.
be like, man, Scott, your kids are great. And then it comes out.
Hey, it's anybody that talks during movies, or if you're on your phone too much, I'll definitely call you out on the show. That's all right. It was your second time seeing the Suicide Squad.
Exactly.
It was.
I will not touch my phone during this.
Brand new. Are you excited?
Yes. IMAX. It's going to be a treat.
Yeah, we're seeing this at Marcus Theaters, Ronnie's down on Lindbergh.
You know where it's at.
You know where it's at. Warenberg. And Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, man, a brand new MCU character. We have barely done any research on this guy because we don't want to spoil anything. We just want to go into this movie a fresh MCU flick. I feel like I'm going to see like the first. I mean, it's not like, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America. You know who those are, but this almost feels like Doctor Strange. Ant-Man. Like it's just like a Black Panther. This is a new character, a whole new thing, a whole new world we don't know about, and it looks epic in terms of powers. We will be talking about it next week.
Mike, you going to see it by then? Or are we going to be telling the story to you
Well,
again?
you're going to be telling the story.
You won't. Yeah, you're not going to see this one.
I'm picking somebody up from the airport tomorrow.
That's
And
okay.
then
I know you're not going to the
I'm
movie.
out of town.
And you're not going to go see it on your own. You're going to wait. You're going to wait on this one. It's always important to be honest during this stuff.
I mean,
you just don't want to see it
I'm
yet.
going to wait.
Is there like
It doesn't move the needle for me right now. Maybe you guys will sway me.
I bet we will. But maybe we don't know either. It might be bad, Andy.
Reviews look good so far.
IMAX won't disappoint. There's dragons.
There's
dragons, bro.
IMAX
dragons.
can't. There are dragons. IMAX can't save a bad movie. I'll tell you that.
That's true.
I hope the sound's good for you guys. Wasn't the sound the issue last time?
Well, we were a little close. This time
yeah.
we backed up a little, and we're more in the middle. But we're gonna get there a little early. We'll get the popcorn. We'll get the beers. Shang-Chi, watch for the full review.
Don't get there too early and have too many beers.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, you miss the movie. But we're gonna be talking about it. Can't wait. All this, and the MCU is just pumping out stuff all the time. Can't wait. And it's all happening at mostsuperheroes.com. You can subscribe there. You can write us in. We'd love to hear from you if you want to send us a letter. You can find links to our Patreon channel at mostlysuperheroes.com/Patreon, where you can get early episodes on Sunday with bonus reviews, bonus episodes, bonus content. We do a little pre-show, a little post-show. Sometimes we include stuff from the breaks, just a little extra nonsense of us three talking about stuff. And you can get all that just for as little as $1 a month. It's a good way to support an independent podcast. If you're listening each and every week, we appreciate you. And go subscribe anywhere you listen. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And we're also on Facebook and YouTube, so you can watch that video just like a TV show. You can be like Andy. You can put us up on your projector screen in your house.
There's nothing better.
There's nothing better than just watching
watching the boys.
Our big ass heads on my wall.
Just talk about TV and film and be ridiculous. Giggler, why don't you give us a sign off, say a little something for the squad before I see you tomorrow for a movie.
Everyone go see this movie in theaters because I just have I don't know why. I just have a great feeling that it's going to be far exceed expectations. I might be shattered tomorrow, but we'll see.
And I'm going to go in as I always do, level.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just have a feel like I normally am that same way, but
this time you got like the little.
I'm like so excited. It's not like the first movie that we're seeing. We've been to the theater like multiple times now.
So much this summer.
But
We've been going a lot.
Since we're seeing it kind of early at 6, I'm gonna set some arcade time for after. So see you there.
Ooh, maybe I'll see you there. Yeah, I mean, they still, as long as the Take 5 is still open for beers.
Okay.
PC Mike, a little sign off for the squad.
You're listening to this. It's Labor Day weekend. After Labor Day weekend,
Good
hopefully
call.
it was great. Hopefully it was safe. Hopefully it was fun. Fall's here. Hopefully your summer was awesome, and hopefully things get better and we keep pumping out superhero content like they are.
Yeah, good call. And I didn't even think about, because we're before Labor Day right now. But you're listening. You just had a Labor Day weekend. Hope it was great. And I guess we'll still drop this on Monday, even with the holiday. So if you listen to us on your day off, we hope you enjoyed it. All right, we'll be back here in the studio each and every week for you. Go hit that subscribe button at mostlysuperheroes.com. Tell a friend. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Take it easy.